So yeah, recently there's been a new skip found in TTS from an old skip tech from Metal Gear Solid 2, the Prozac skip. Some runners in the community were able to test out that technique in Twin Snakes, and we found some skips. So just a really short showcase as to how to do it. But essentially, we're going to use a throwable item while in first person view and then spin the camera while in first person view and release at the right time while next to a door that is flagged for being able to be opened. It's not locked in any way, like in game, but we just normally would have to wait for it. So we can actually skip the elevator on the docks, which is about a minute and a half to a minute 45, depending on how fast you can empty your magazine. This can only be done on very easy, and normal, because on hard and extreme, there's no weapon or throwable item that you can get on the docks. So I have a save state. So this is on normal, and I already have the M9. I'm going to empty it. What I'm doing is I'm using the door to reset the gun animation. So what I'm doing is this. See how Snake holds his gun up? But when I step out, he does this. So what I'm doing is I'm purposely ending my animation by using the door, because normally this is what you would have to do. Now you can do this, it is slower, it is safer, but see how slow the animation is for him to having to reload each individual round? A faster way to do that is using the door. Once you have down to 1, you'll get a magazine because you emptied out everything in the magazine. Even though we don't see him doing the manual reload animation because it's skipped because of the door, we're still able to get the magazine. So we get the magazine, we're going to press our body up against the door, enter first person view, throw the magazine, and then we would spin the camera and turn it face the door. Now the trick with it is you want to see Snake's arm actually move. You don't want to do it too early or spin before you spin. You don't want to spin the camera before you throw the magazine. So to kind of showcase it, press against the wall, enter first person view, start throwing the animation, and then spin the camera. Okay? And if you do it right, we'll skip. So to showcase that again. As for firing this, it's a little bit easier if you release the shoot button a little bit before you let go of the sidestep. That was almost a skip. You notice it went into the elevator, but it didn't trigger the actual skip. That's because we just missed the trigger. Unfortunately, doing something like this is a little bit of a run ender. You kind of have to start it over again. The good thing is you're at the very beginning of the game, so you're not missing a whole lot. But it does mean you would have to reset, since save states obviously are not allowed. Right there, you get the skip. A few more areas that have been flagged for this being doable is the guard cell when you first get to the DARPA chief. While we're normally waiting for Meryl to open our door, which is like a 45-second wait or something like that, you can do the same thing. You have a magazine, you lean up against the wall and do this exact same trick, and you'll just trigger the guard fight. You don't have to wait those 40 seconds or whatever it takes for her to get dressed and open up the cell door. They're still trying to discover what other places we can do this trick with. None have been officially released yet, but we're hopeful that maybe we can get some sort of cool skips. Sadly, we cannot skip the Hind D fight. We thought maybe we can get a similar kind of like PS1, PSX skip with not having to do the Hind, or even getting like a Boba skip kind of deal with that one door. But unfortunately, this has not proven to be true, at least as of yet. Maybe there'll be some sort of added tech that we can do some sort of combination with in the future, but for now, we can at least skip the 2 minutes of being in the dock, which by the time we get everything set up, again on very easy and normal, you probably skip anywhere from about a minute and a half to maybe a minute 40, depending on how fast you move and how fast you empty out your magazine. We keep one bullet available, so that way when we get above ground, we can fire that last bullet, get a second magazine, which will then be used for the prison cell. And then at the prison cell, we just use the SOCOM to get through the fight. We pick up whatever ammo we need, and we just kind of proceed as normal. So a quick little tutorial. I will do it one more time, just for showcasing purposes, and we'll end it there. Of course, now it's being a little tricky. I still haven't gotten it fully consistent yet, and it itself is a tricky kind of thing.